On Tuesday, BTC fell as low as 29,000 before recovering above 30,000 US. The recent dip has further dented Bitcoin as it's now lost close to 54% of its all-time high. So amidst the slip of flagship crypto, let's have a look at 3 times when Bitcoin fell well below the expectation in the past year, only to rally. Last year, Bitcoin was gripped by a bearish situation, spiraling its price to a low of 28,000 in June. The slump was triggered by an Elon Musk tweet which stated that Tesla would no longer be accepting Bitcoin as payment due to environmental concerns. This resulted in Bitcoin's price dropping by almost 15%. But after a string of being in a relatively sideways stage, it marginally showed signs of recovery to be placed at 29,000, eventually reaching 42,000 in July that year. However, the emotions were short-lived as soon Bitcoin dropped well below 40k to be placed at 39,000 in September. And one of the major reasons for this drop was primarily due to the crypto regulation talks or rumors which had started to build up. Despite this, El Salvador adopted Bitcoin as its legal tender, which catapulted the crypto on a bull run, eventually crossing 60,000 for the second time in a year. Bitcoin then went on to break the all-time high mark to 69,000 in November. But after that, $69,000 Bitcoin had been on a bearish trend, with the price struggling to maintain its momentum. Only briefly did it manage to hover above the 50,000 mark. Then in late March, it managed to achieve its highest mark of the year, reaching 48,000 US dollars before being on another downward trend. Now investors are hoping that just like the previous trends, Bitcoin will be able to pull itself out of the rut and manage to hold firm in the market. More updates to follow. I'm Holly Shields for kalkinemedia.